Time is a precious and finite resource that holds immense importance in our lives. Time is a valuable asset that shapes our lives and determines our success and happiness. By recognizing its significance and managing it wisely, we can make the most of our days, achieve our goals, and lead fulfilling lives. I understand that in our fast-paced lives, finding time to exercise can sometimes feel like a daunting challenge. But fear not. In this video, I'll equip you with practical tips, strategies, and motivation to help you carve out dedicated time for your workouts. Before we get started, make sure to grab a pen and paper or open a note-taking app, as we'll be going through some actionable steps. Let's dive in. But before we move on, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. First of all, the question must be coming in your mind that why we are not able to follow our timetable. We make a timetable but leave it in a day or two. So it happens because you make the timetable wrongly? Let me tell you the right way. You make this mistake that you make a schedule for the whole day, that I have to do this in the morning, and that in the evening, after 1 hour I have to do this, and then that. You have to understand one thing, that your mind and body cannot change the timetable so quickly. It is attached to your regular schedule, so, instead of changing everything at once, what you should do is, fix things one by one. I explained how. For example, you decide that you have to sleep at 9 p.m. tonight, then whatever you do throughout the day, it does not matter. Do not change the schedule for the whole day, just make sure that you go to sleep at 9 o'clock. Then after some time it will become a habit of you to sleep at 9 o'clock. With this one thing has been fixed for you, that you have to sleep at 9 o'clock. Now you fix in the same way the other things. For example, now you have decided that you will get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Now it doesn't matter what you are doing whole day, you have to wake up at 7 o'clock, you just have to focus on it. And your habit of sleeping at 9 o'clock was already formed. This means you are getting up at 7 o'clock and sleeping at 9 o'clock, and it doesn't matter what you do for the rest of the day. Then try getting up at 7 o'clock for a few days and make it your habit. Then, when your habit of getting up at 7 o'clock also becomes, then you can pay attention to a third thing, like, suppose you have to do reading at 1 o'clock, then you keep the rest of the day's schedule whatever you want, just focus on what you have to read at 1 o'clock. And your habit of getting up and sleeping was already formed, so there is no need to worry about it. Just follow this process and schedule your day-to-day activities one by one and make it your habit. I know it is a bit long process, but this is the best way to make timetable. When you make a timetable for the whole day at once, your mind and body find it difficult to shift from one schedule to another, so your timetable does not last long. But when you fix things like this one by one, then it will become your habit, your timetable will also be formed, and you will not face any problem. So, you start following this method from tomorrow itself and make a correct and effective timetable of yours.